I just received my METMO GRIP from Kickstarter, and when I first got this package, international package, I was like, what is this? Sometimes I don't know what these things are. And I looked at the sender's name, Hammer Forge 5 Create, wasn't familiar with that. Then I saw adjustable spanner, and I was like, oh yes, that's the only thing that would come from overseas, is that METMO wrench from Kickstarter. So, let's see what's in here. Take a look at it. Here we go. Got a letter from them. Hello, Daniel. It says, these grips are brand new and hot off the press. They've been assembled and tested, so we're sure they work, but we haven't bedded each one in fully. This means like taking a car out for the first time, it will be a bit stiffer as the adjuster beds into its new home on the screw thread. If you want to help it along faster, just spend around 10 minutes moving the slider up and down. You'll notice it will become smoother. Loosening the grip off if it gets stuck. Once the grip beds in, or if the locking mechanism grabs on for dear life, it can be released easily by turning the screw thread directly with your fingers. There's no need to use anything more on them, as the mechanical advantage applied directly by twisting any part of the screw thread will be enough to release the grip. This is a mechanical item, so just like anything that moves, keep it away from sand pits or submerging it in mud. It is corrosion resistant and can be washed clean with water, but for the best results, make sure it is dried afterwards and kept in a dry place where it will not be exposed to too much condensation. So what they're saying is, baby this tool. And a lot of my tools don't get baby, but sand pits and submerging it in mud, anything mechanical item, I wouldn't tell that to anyone who runs a sand dune buggy, one of those sand rail cars. They love going to sand pits and mud, submerging it in mud. That seems like a good fun pastime for some big trucks. So, but I get it. All right, this packaging is just the kind of cardboard box style packaging. This is kind of like famously made in China packaging, but it's nice. It's nice, it's well done. I like that they use a cardboard insert in here instead of a foam insert. This is nice because then the packaging is recyclable, although there's still foam in the bottom. So there's a foam thing on the bottom here. But I digress from the actual METMO grip itself. And here inside the packaging, they have a little introduction and a history and a parts breakdown, or the different stuff it can do. So you have the universal clamp, 2, driver bit holder, it's right there, 3/16 stainless steel jaws, Four is a bottle opener, gets you using that driver bit holder again. 5 is a box opener, so just multi-use, sharp thingy. 6, nut clamp, so that's the jaws of it, from 0.5 millimeters up to 22 millimeters. That's pretty big. And then belt hook loop over here. So I guess you can clip it on anything you'd want to clip it on. Yeah, so it says manufactured in China, designed in the UK. I mean, like I said, this packaging looked like the common Chinese packaging. This was something I didn't see in the Kickstarter. Is like they included this carabiner style clip for like attaching it to the belt loop clip. So let's check it out. Oh yeah, a little bit stiff, but they said you should be able to work it in for a while. Maybe if you had just a tiny bit of lubrication to it. It is a thing of beauty. It's a really pretty device. It's a beautiful tool, and it has actual measurements laid on the back of it for showing the different sizes. So we have, let's see, 1/4 inch, 1/2 inch, 3/4 inch, and even bigger, not quite to 1 inch, but like I said, 22 millimeters, so just a little bit, it's like just a little shy of like 7/8 of an inch. It feels good. It feels nice and smooth. The screw looks like it's just definitely turned on the lathe. Has the grooves from the lathe, and it's not like a cast part. These jaws are nice and heavy duty. There's not a lot of play there. They put a little bumper in there to, let's see, looks like the bumper, that rubber bumper stays up in the top position, keep it from slamming up there. Yeah, it's not back drivable, at least not within my strength range. Doesn't back drive. I can't get it to drop quite yet like they did in the video, but it's actually a much bigger tool than I expected. It's pretty large tool. It feels good in the hand. It looks well made. They did a good job making it. I was concerned that this bend, making that bend, would also cause a bend in the rest of the material, and how they would keep these shafts straight that need to be very straight and bend this end at the same time. I mean, honestly, if I had been doing it, I would not have approached it this way. I would have probably terminated these in with some screws and had a different type of belt loop over here instead of this single piece thing, because I think that's a very tricky piece to manufacture here. But they did it. They achieved it. So yeah, I would have done it like the same way this end is done, just some 2 shafts going through and connecting it there. So this is based on a patent from a long time ago. So it looks like this came from a design from about 1912, and the last patent was 1929. So these patents for this are long expired, and so basically anyone at this point could design this if it was worthwhile to design it. You know, and now it's not really a true mechanics tool. It's more of a cool tool, fun to play with object, rather than a actual tool that you'd have in your toolbox. This is a nice desk toy and a wrench to grab in your office when you need it. So I'll be doing some testing later of how well it works as an actual wrench, as a bit holder, bottle opener, and we'll take a closer look at the functionality of it more than just as a pretty tool. So one thing I'm curious about is, are these jaws hardened? And I'm going to say that they're probably not hardened. I can tell that they were machined, and you would have to harden them post-machining usually if you didn't want to tear through milling bits.